Okay, welcome back to another video from KDigitalStudio. Today we are diving into Digital Planmas Day 2 in my digital planner. So I did make a few changes from yesterday's video within my digital planner. Really, the only change that I made is that I actually wanted to have my weekly on a dot grid, and I will show you why. In my last planner that I've been working in, which is my student academic planner, and I'll be sure to link this below if you're interested in it, but lately I've been really liking creating these weekly pages. I showed you how to create one of these weekly pages in my November plan with me. I did a kind of Procreate tutorial on how I created this weekly, and I used a very faint dot grid. I don't know if this is showing up that well on camera, but I used a really faint dot grid to make this template because it really helps kind of streamline my handwriting and make it look neat without having very harsh lines. And I wanted to kind of do that in my newer digital planner as well. The dot grid isn't as faint, which is fine, but what I did was I went to my template library, and then I went to the dot grid page, and then I just went to my three dots up here, copied the page to my camera roll, and then I went into Procreate, and I'll show you what I did in Procreate. So then I took this image into Procreate, and I actually started a new layer and drew 4 boxes on this side, and then I just copied and pasted those boxes onto this side, and then I erased the 4th box down here so I would have 7 for the week. That way I could have this blank space for kind of like a checklist and whatnot. So that's what I did in Procreate. I saved this image as to my camera roll again, and then I went back to my planner and then went to, let's go to my outline so I can jump to it faster. And then I just went back to that weekly page and pasted this on top of it. I went and kind of changed a few things on the weekly as well. What I think I want to do for my weekly this week is to have kind of my focus 3 at the top. If you're familiar with kind of my planning style, I like to have kind of my non-negotiables or my focus 3. So I have that here, and then I kind of have just the rest of my to-do list down here. And I think I might also do some planning within this week as well, kind of do some light journaling, because if you've noticed from last time on my habit tracker, I wanted to have some kind of journal or gratitude for the month as well. So I am just going to go in and update a few things. I didn't add to my monthly like I said I was with the new releases and the stuff I'm going to film, because I realized I'm going to come to my monthly each day this week and fill in my tracker for you all. And I don't want to reveal any secret videos or new releases that I have planned. So it is the 1st. I will be kind of going back and reviewing kind of my to-do list today, as well as plan a little bit for tomorrow, since I'm filming these kind of a day in advance. So I'm just going to go in and mark off a few things that I've already done today. So let's see, I definitely did this. Haven't exercised or stretched, haven't cleaned the litter box, definitely didn't wake before 9, haven't journaled or gratitude yet, and I haven't tidied yet for today. So just that one. So let's go back to my weekly here. Go into Tuesday. And then I did create a highlight color actually yesterday too as well. So what I did really was I went into this kind of wheel, went along kind of this blue circle, went along this blue color of the wheel, and just kind of moved this around until I got a color that I thought that I liked. So that's how I created this blue color here. So I'm just going to go in and mark what I completed. I am highlighting kind of the most important event for the day, which is my digital plan with me. So I am filming that now. And then I did post on Instagram, and I do need to edit my course videos for today. I am creating a kind of how to make digital products course where I go into how to create digital planners and notebooks and sticker books and printables, worksheets, templates, all kinds of things. And so I have a lot of course videos that I need to catch up on editing. I do need to create some coupon codes and shop credit for the Wreck This participants and winner. If you're in our Facebook group, I have a Wreck This challenge. I do have kind of like a Wreck This digital journal, kind of similar to the like physical real life Wreck This journal, and I like to run giveaways in the Facebook group for that, so I need to do that. And then I also put Skillshare classes on my list. That's something that I would like to do today. I have a lot of Skillshare classes that I want to take that I haven't had the chance to take yet because I've been so busy, but I definitely want to at least add some favorites to my list and hopefully start at least a few videos today for Skillshare. So that's what I have at least for my to-do list today. I did add some things to my don't forget section here. So that's something that I did yesterday off video. I added that I need to sign up for my EMT exam. I finished everything that I have for my EMT certification except my state exam. That's the last thing I need to do, so I need to sign up for it. I do need to do some bookkeeping for my business. I do need to declutter a few more things and list some things online that I don't need anymore. And I also want to create a few Instagram photos and schedule those. And I also need to research apartments since my lease for this place will be up in a few months. These I put in the don't forget section because it doesn't necessarily matter what day I do these, just as long as I get them done at some point this week. So I have that all ready to go. So then let's go in and check out my daily. So I definitely did not follow this daily schedule here at all. I woke up so late, but that's fine. So I'm just gonna go in and maybe do my affirmation for today. So let me head over to my phone and look up something on Pinterest. So if you're not familiar with affirmations, they're basically just little mantras that you can say to yourself to kind of affirm whatever belief that you need at that time. So I kind of like to turn to Pinterest, and honestly, you can just search the word affirmations and see what, sparks something with you. Like, I am becoming the best version of myself is one. They also have other different positive affirmations that you can say to yourself, that you're in love with yourself or your body, you're doing your best, you're beautiful. So I just kind of like to look through and see what kind of sparks something for me for this week. I kind of like this one, I'm living to my fullest potential. So I think I'm going to rate that as my affirmation. Maybe I can find a cute sticker or something to kind of decorate that up a bit. Go out into my stickers. So I have a whole folder dedicated to stickers and sticker sheets. So let's see. So I have that available for free on my website. I created it so long ago. Yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. I think the color scheme goes well with that. Alright, so then for my main focus, I obviously have filmed this video. Check. And then I just need to edit and upload. Then I have my to-do list and errands. So I do want to put in a few things for my to-do list today. So I definitely want to go in and create kind of a Pinterest graphic for my new getting started kind of digital planner bundle set that this planner is actually included in. So I want to share with my friends over on Pinterest, and I also want to make a graphic for Instagram as well. So I'm going to put that on my to-do list. So the majority of my day is going to be spent editing all of my videos for my courses and this one, so I don't think I'm going to do too heavy on my to-do list today. So for this section, so this is a daily template that I have available within these planners, and I kind of just envisioned whoever is using the template at the time can decide what they want to do with this section. As much as I love to-do lists, I thought that I would use this as a kind of to-do list section. Things that I need to get done today, things I definitely need to get done tomorrow, and things I definitely need to get done this week. Obviously, I have that on my weekly template, but I like to have it in multiple places because if I have it in multiple places, it's more likely to get done. However, I'm not sure I want to include it on this daily page just yet. I do have a lot of things I want to get done, but I want to make sure I'm making time to edit all of my videos today. Oh, right. I need to do wreck this winner and participant codes. Maybe you could also do this as kind of like a journaling section as well for the day if I need more space. So I do want to go back to my weekly and kind of journal a little bit from Monday, even though that was in November. So I'm going to go in and actually change my pen color to a gray, kind of make it look like a pencil just a little bit. And I didn't write down my to-do list for Sunday or Monday, but I do want to go in and journal a bit, at least for Monday. Okay, so now that I have done a little bit of journaling, I just suddenly thought of the idea to kind of track weather within the weekly as well. I think that'd be really interesting to see, especially since we're getting into December. So I am going to actually pull up one of my older sets for the weather. And let's check what Tuesday is. A high of 47 and a low of 28. Partly cloudy. A thing you can do in GoodNotes that I don't know if I've mentioned before here on this channel is that you can actually draw a line and hold it and it will auto perfect that, kind of similar to Procreate. So that's a new feature within GoodNotes that I think is really helpful. And then a low of 28. There we go. That would be interesting to see. And I do think I want to set up maybe a mood tracker and a gratitude page within my planner as well. So let's go back to my template library. I might grab either a blank or a dockered page, not 100% sure yet. I think I'll just go with the blank page. So I'm actually going to do this within my index. I'm going to use the text tool and we'll start with a gratitude section. Okay, don't know why that took so long. So that's good. Let me just resize that with the lasso tool though. Make sure text boxes are on. Lasso and resize. Maybe move it. Should I move it in the center or should I move it here? I'm so indecisive. Let's do center for now. Okay, so this is my index, and if I click this, it's going to take me to a blank page, which I can set up virtually any way that I wanted. It's just an easy way to access your pages again. So I'm just going to go in with a pretty text, and we're going to try and write gratitude again. Hopefully it picks it up. Scribble. All right, it did. Okay, so now I'm just going to go into my keyboard, select all, and let's pick a pretty font. Let's go with this one. Maybe I want it to be lowercase though. And then we'll just resize that. Move that over there. And then I can think of something today for gratitude. Let's do some fun colors on this page. So let's start with a light teal pen color. Let's see, for today, I will say candles. I've gotten a lot of questions about what this candle is that I often have in my videos. And this is actually the salted caramel Yankee candle. It smells so good. It smells like you just walked into a bakery. I really like it. So we'll put candles on our gratitude list today. So GoodNotes has really cool pen options. With the new update, you can actually go in and kind of really edit your pen a lot more with the tip sharpness and the pressure sensitivity. I'm gonna try and use the brush pen. I have never tried calligraphy in GoodNotes yet, surprisingly, and I wanna try and do that. Oh, that looks rough. Yeah, this is rough. Might just be because I haven't practiced calligraphy in so long. So one trick that you can do is you can go in and just kind of get the shape down first. Write out your text. That's awful. And then you can go into your brush pen. Let's turn down the pressure a bit. My hand is very shaky today. Well, that's good enough for me. So we're gonna go back into my fountain pen. That's what I like to use the most. And I'm gonna resize that. Maybe we can draw a candle actually. So I'm gonna use the shape tool for this. Maybe, let's do fill color actually. And then maybe we can go in and find a little flame or something. There we go. I should definitely put practice calligraphy on my to-do list for sure. Okay, so now that I have that on my gratitude list, I'm going to go in back to my index, which is linked with this heart if you have this bundle. I am going to go in and create my mood tracker, but I'm going to do that in Procreate where I have more control over my pens. So I'm going to copy the text here because I want to keep it the same. Paste it. And then let's change the text of this. Okay. Moving over into Procreate. So I did start on Mandala here. I created this mandala in Procreate, and I did that actually really quickly by going in and making sure my drawing guide was selected. You click Edit Drawing and you make sure that you're on the symmetry option. You can go into more guide options and just select you want horizontal symmetry, whether you want vertical symmetry. You can also do quadrant and radial symmetry. And you want to make sure that your assisted drawing is on. I'm going to turn this to black so I can see where the symmetry is. So if I select horizontal, And let me get my black. Make sure I'm on a mono weight brush. Whatever you draw on one side will happen to the other side. So symmetry is a really easy tool to kind of make things easier on yourself when you're drawing in Procreate. But if I go in and I change it to vertical, it'll obviously change that. I can do quadrant. So whatever I do in one quadrant will happen in all others. Then I can go in and so I can select radial, hit done. And it's just so easy to create really nice pieces in Procreate, as you can tell. So I created this mandala doing that same thing, just turning on symmetry and just drawing whatever came to mind. And I think I'm going to use part of this for my mood tracker. So let's see. I don't have much experience drawing mandalas, but I think that this is turning out pretty good, at least with symmetry. So you really just have to worry about only like drawing in one spot. So maybe I'll draw some circles in here. But this is a mandala that I started on forever ago, just to kind of play around with some features in Procreate that I don't normally play around with, like symmetry. I knew it was there, but I feel like I'm not using Procreate to its fullest potential. There's just so many features within the app, and I wanted to try my hand at creating a mandala. And what I really like about this is that I can just draw whatever, and even though certain regions may not be perfect, like I like the kind of hand-drawn, like more whimsical effect that it gives. So let's see, we'll draw a line here, kind of meet those. I'm trying to think of something else that I could draw. I don't know, I can certainly add more rings to this. I'm going to go ahead though and turn off the background layer and save this as a PNG, and I can add to it more throughout the week. But honestly, this is probably enough of a mandala, at least for the next 7 days. So I'm going to go in, back to my planner, select my mood tracker, make sure I'm in edit mode, and then pull in my mandala here. I'm just going to crop it down a bit. I'll start it small since I will be using this throughout the month. I'm going to go into my shape tool and deselect the color, and then go in and put in some moods. So these are just a really easy way of creating like your own template within GoodNotes. I just used the shape tool to kind of auto perfect a square, and then I can just copy and paste that over and over again and kind of create my own makeshift mood tracker within GoodNotes. There's just so many things that you can do in GoodNotes. You don't necessarily need to have a template for everything, you know, because you can create it yourself with all these shapes. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. I think it really just gives your planner character, kind of like a traditional bullet journal if you used a bullet journal, which I really like. I'm not sure how many moods I'm going to need, so I'm just going to have 8 to start. I'm going to use different highlight colors for each. So let's use this pink one. We'll go like that. The orange one. I have no method to this madness. I'm just coloring random squares in and going with it. So I think I'm going to use a font for this. We'll use my own handwriting font. Let's see. We can do this one as Happy. With fonts, I just like to copy and paste if it has a size that I like. So I'm just going to go with that. We can do Productive if I'm feeling. Then we'll do Blah. And Relaxed. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and let's see. I felt a lot of things yesterday, but I think I'm going to go with Productive for that. So I'm just going to start by coloring in maybe that much. There we go. Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, let's go ahead and put some nice fancy text on this side though. Let's do Mood Mandala. Nah, I'm not sure I like that. I'm so indecisive. Okay, so we'll just stick with that for now. Maybe I'll do some light journaling or something on this side. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna go back and change mood tracker to mandala though. So let me just Perfect. I'm probably going to add some more to the index as well. Okay, so let's go back to December. I'm going to go to my outline, go to the first, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on planning for tomorrow. So how much I do tomorrow is going to be dependent on how much I get done today. Yeah, so it's really just filming videos for my courses and editing videos. So I'm going to put that as my focus 3 for tomorrow. Just courses, because I want to get them out hopefully this month, but if I have to push it back to January, that's fine. I just want it to be perfect for you all who are interested in taking the courses. So I'm going to edit. Actually, I'm going to film and edit course videos. And maybe I will do some bookkeeping tomorrow because I really need to do that. So I'll have that as my third focus 3. Okay, so that's what I'll have for my focus 3 for December. Let's go ahead and do a daily for December. So what I'm going to do is just add page option, make sure it's selected after, and then just select current template. And then I'm actually going to add this page to my outline. We'll do December 2nd. Add. That way it's easy for me to access if I just want to go to my thumbnail view and select outlines. Then I can go to my December 2nd. And then we'll put the date. Okay, now let's see if I can actually stick to a daily for tomorrow. Okay, so that's what I'll set up for my daily for tomorrow. Since I'm not in classes anymore, my class is finished, I have a pretty much open day. I don't necessarily need to plan out by the hour what I want to do, though I really like doing that to make sure I at least set aside time that I need to do things. So I really just have an open schedule to edit and film videos, so that's what I'm going to primarily be doing because I really do want to get these courses out and maybe work on a few product development things. There are a few products that I want to work on, but I don't necessarily want to add them to my to-do list because I don't want to let you in on a few secret surprise releases that are coming. So I'm going to do that and get started on this to-do list. I don't think it'll take me too long. The majority of my day is going to be spent editing these videos, but yeah, so this is my second day of Digital Planmas. I hope you enjoyed. As usual, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those down in the comments. I try and respond to any and all comments, and I love hearing from you all. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.